its path. You will be no better than the Mongols. I trained you to fight with honor.
Honor died on the beach. The Khan deserves to suffer!
Alright, so Ghost of Tsushima is a video game made by Sucker Punch, the people who created the Infamous series. And Ghost of Tsushima is a RPG, I guess it would be an RPG or an action adventure game kinda, with you can make little choices. So it really is a role-playing game. So yeah, it's a role-playing game. The whole premise of it is you play this samurai you're the last samurai on the island of Tsushima, who gets all of their forces get annihilated by a Mongol invasion. And the samurais, they're men with honor, and they're trying to defeat these Mongol invaders. And you have the main character known as Jin. Jin, he has to figure out, he's like, we're not going to win fighting the ways we've been fighting. I have to break my code in order to do this. And he's always like, it's only temporary, it's only temporary, it's only temporary. And at moments, the game makes it kind of feel like Breaking Bad. In the mindset of Breaking Bad, where you begin the show with a guy who starts off with all these morals, and as the show goes along, it completely devolves. And it's similar to this game. As he continues breaking his code, it gets easier and easier and easier to do it. And that's where he starts using kind of ninja tactics, hit and run tactics, using poison, which is so uncharacteristically what a samurai would do. And yeah, that's your premise of the game. So the game is very, very, very inspired by the workings of Akira Kurosawa. If you do not know who that is, shame on you. But Akira Kurosawa was the Japanese director during the 50s and 60s that inspired an entire generation of film directors of Marty Scorsese, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas. And there's even a mode in this game called Kurosawa mode, where you can turn it into black and white, wind's always blowing, and even the wind blowing, it feels like a 50s samurai film. And even when you start a mission, the title will be in complete Japanese with the little words at the bottom. I thought that was cool right there. And, you play this character, Jin, and I really like what they're going with it. And he's not the most charismatic character, but you don't need a very charismatic character for a game which you're playing a samurai who's breaking his vows and everything. I really enjoyed the mission in this game, and I really liked the combat. I thought the combat, there's so many directions you can go. You can fight as a straight-up samurai. And one of my favorite things is when you just call them out, and then you do the classic standoffs. You do classic standoffs, and you just gotta hold the button then, and then just go. Whew. I mean, on that level, it was cool. And I also like in the game where you also have to do other interesting things as well. Like when you're fighting enemies, there are different stances you can use, which makes it easier to fight different enemies. So, you have one stance to fight off soldiers, then you have the stances to fight guys with shields, and then you have guys that are fighting with brutes, and then spearsmen. It's all these crazy kung fu things. So I really enjoyed that part of the game as well. The story, I thought the story was incredible, and like I said, as someone who loves the Japanese samurai material so much, and also somebody who studied Japanese history in college, I love this game. And also kind of like at the end where the Mongol invasion, because the only Mongol invasion of Japan that was stopped because of a hurricane. I like how the game kind of plays with history at times with this. So overall, guys, I really enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima. One of my favorite PS4 exclusives I played probably since Spider-Man. And yeah, I love this game. So if you're interested in a samurai game that is a little nostalgic to Akira Kurosawa films, I recommend it. And I would totally play a second game of this. Alright guys, so what are your thoughts on Ghost of Tsushima? What are your thoughts? Comment below, let me know. And guys, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to see more, tell your friends about Easy Nation. Oh, too easy.